U.S. authorities have announced new developments in the investigation into the fatal shooting of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. The FBI and Utah Department of Public Safety have confirmed that a bolt-action rifle believed to be the murder weapon was recovered, along with images of a person of interest. The shooting occurred on September 10th at Utah Valley University during an outdoor event attended by 3,000 people. Kirk was fatally shot in the neck while responding to a question about mass shootings. Security footage shows a person of interest entering campus shortly before the event and ascending stairwells to the rooftop where the fatal shot was fired. Authorities have also released surveillance images showing the individual wearing a black long-sleeved shirt with a bold eagle and American flag design, black sunglasses and a dark baseball cap. Meanwhile, the FBI has released footage showing the suspect fleeing the scene by jumping off the roof and escaping into a nearby neighborhood. The suspect left behind a gun and ammunition in a wooded area near the university. Trace evidence collected includes shoe impressions, a forearm imprint and a palm print. A $100,000 reward is being offered for information leading to suspect's arrest. Authorities have urged anyone with relevant information to contact the FBI. Furthermore, Utah Governor Spencer Cox has stated that the state is preparing to pursue the death penalty in the case. He also confirmed that forensic evidence is still being processed and warned of disinformation circulating on social media, including efforts by foreign actors. Joining us at this point in time is Dr. Shruti Dasgupta, International Affairs expert. Ma'am, thank you for your time speaking to us on NewsX World. What do you make of this incident that has happened where Charlie Kirk has been fatally shot dead? Now, of course, there is a thorough investigation that's taking place. There is footage that has been released of the suspect coming down the rooftop. There is, in fact, a gun that has also been found. What do you make of it?
Charlie Kirk incident or murder, as in this case, shows us that how polarized and how hateful the rhetoric has become in USA. They are ready to tear each other apart. Any dissenting voice that does not match with the leftist and the democratic viewpoint is being silenced. We cannot disconnect this incident from the attack on Donald Trump before he won the elections. So we should connect these two in the same string and look at it as how the divisiveness has turned into a hatred-driven system where even murder is being justified, while on one side you'll see USA giving out candlelight marches in his honor. There was a minute of silence in EU Parliament and all the other places. On the other side, you will see on social media people pouring out hate. We'll have Ilhan Omar saying that you shouldn't, that people should be celebrating the demise of such an individual. So it's a divided society where hatred has become the main vein of how they react to somebody who they do not approve of.
Right, absolutely. I also want to understand from you and your perspectives on that front. When we talk about the suspect killer, the authorities in Utah are saying that it was an individual who was of the age of a college student. We also know for a fact that the person left the rifle in a wooden area. Why exactly would he do that? And do you think this was something that was pre-planned well in advance?
That's what it is indicating, that he had access to the arms. He knew where to take the shot from. He had clearances of that area and he knew where to drop it off without suspicion. So probably more than just pre-planned, also assisted through various means. And Charlie Kirk is unfortunate because he was a pro-gun lobbyist. So he was pro the Second Amendment. He wanted guns in people's hand as a means of protection against extremist forces. And he now pays with his life for that kind of rhetoric. People are celebrating his death by saying that you liked guns, so then you should be at the receiving end of the bullet as well, and you should not cry about it, and people should not cry about it. But this is extremely hateful, extremely wrong. What he projected was guns should not be banned, and I believe myself that people should be allowed to hold guns, but not without medical and psychiatric certificates, and regular reviews, which would show that people who have access to such weapons are of sound mental and psychiatric health, and they would not be a danger to society. He made several off-color remarks specifically about my country, India, but I am not a hateful person where I would celebrate his death just because I don't like what he does and what he says, and I don't like how he was. He even justified slavery at one extent. I would not want him dead for his words, and this is exactly what has happened, and not without assistance. So this is not the first planned attack. This will probably not be the last one, and it would definitely scare a lot of nationalist or pro-Trump YouTubers or influencers into looking over their shoulder, because this is what America has come down to: silencing voices by the power of the bullet.
Absolutely. And the fact that the authorities are making it clear that yes, there is a lot of disinformation right now on social media, and they've said that they've in fact cautioned and warned against it. So do you think that is also that is something that's going to also have an impact on the investigation?
Well, social media disinformation feeds into itself and its echo chambers. There, people who want to celebrate will find million and one bites out of his previous speeches to justify his death and even celebrate it. Those who are grieving right now as his supporters would find another million reasons and bites to showcase how a good human being he was. So social media disinformation will probably infuriate a few of his lovers and give cause to people to celebrate as well. But I don't think it would in fact influence the investigation. Hopefully the investigation would be clean and would give people justice at the end of this.
Right, absolutely. Ms. Shruti Dasgupta, thank you so much for joining us on NewsX World. Meanwhile, students at Florida Atlantic University gathered on the night of September 11th to mourn conservative activist Charlie Kirk a day after he was fatally shot while speaking at Utah Valley University. The chapter of Turning Point USA, which is the student group Kirk founded, organized a candlelight vigil where dozens of students, alumni and faculty prayed, sang hymns and remembered his messages. Attendees lit candles, embraced one another and held a prayer circle. Some wore sweaters decorated with the US flag and Trump campaign hats, underscoring Kirk's influence in conservative politics. Let's in fact listen in to what they said.
He helped millions of people in this world, and his message is still going to go on. We're still going to say his name every day. We're still going to be a part of Turning Point. Turning Point next year and even this year is going to be bigger than ever. We're going to keep his message alive. We're going to keep Trump's message alive, Charlie Kirk's message alive. We're going to keep all of their messages alive, and we love them so much. FAU stands with Charlie Kirk. FAU loves Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk knew that free speech is at threat, and it always is, really. I don't think there's a time ever that it isn't. And so his intention was to keep free speech prevalent and operational on college campuses where it should be most protected, right? That's what a university is for. And it's been threatened here. So we just want to keep dialogue open. That's why we had people talk this evening. That's why Charlie Kirk was talking just yesterday. That's why I talk, and with the rest of my club. That's why we host debates, discussions, speakers. Keep talking.
He was a true American patriot, and he was a proud defender and supporter of the First Amendment. And he was assassinated yesterday while exercising his right to free speech, while encouraging civil dialogue, which was something that he was so truly passionate about.
New Yorkers gathered outside Yankee Stadium expressing shock and sorrow over the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. President Donald Trump and other officials honored Kirk during a 9/11 commemorative ceremony. This is what some New Yorkers have to say.
No, I don't think so. I just think it's very sad what happened. He's a family man. He's a father of two young children and a beautiful wife, and it was just very, very sad to see that happen to anybody. Doesn't matter what side of the spectrum you're on.
It's a dark irony what just happened, and it saddens me whenever there's violence against anyone. But I hope that it's an eye-opener when it's against someone that is in support of less gun control.
I feel like that can honestly cause like some turmoil, like it's causing a war, like if there's conflict, it's just conflict. So I feel like now somebody can now go and try to shoot somebody else because they have an opinion and then think it's okay. And I don't